Hey, mahal everyone, welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I am your host 40, and we are back with another video on the global version of Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the brand new upcoming event for the global version of the game. This time it's going to be a World of Illusions trial featuring Bahamut. The King of the Dragons finally challenges us. We're going to have this amazing opportunity to collect the materials to be able to level him all the way up to level 20, which is highly recommended as we dive further into this video. So, some details regarding this event. So, the King of the Dragons is here. Bahamut challenges us with his trial. We have a chance to collect Draken Adamites, Cores, Matters, and Animas to fully level Bahamut to level 20. And upon the making of this video, right now in Global, this is going to be the only way to get these materials because we already have the Bahamut summon available to us, but right now everybody has them at level 1 because we really have no way to get these Draken materials to be able to level him up. And all characters will have a synergy bonus. I put that there because for those of you that are new players, all of your characters are going to have that synergy bonus, meaning that whatever party you take, they're going to have that increased stat bonus. And this time, the boss for this World of Illusions trial is going to be Bahamut himself. And this is really cool because we're not just fighting some random boss or another boss, you know, from the Final Fantasy lore, but we actually fight Bahamut himself. And for those of you that have played some of the older Final Fantasies, a few of them will actually have you fight Bahamut before you actually have the chance to summon him, because he's one of those summons where you really got to prove yourself for you to be able to command him, to be able to summon him. So this is awesome that they actually did this as well in Dissidia Opera Omnia. So some details about the summon itself. So Bahamut's Blessing raises the break bonus, capping it to 100% increase every time you break an enemy. So for example, when he's at level 20, every time you break an enemy, he increases it by 5%. So if you break the enemy theoretically 20 times, you get that all the way up to 100%. And the cool thing about this blessing is that there's no prerequisite for this blessing. So unlike, let's say, for example, Ifrit, who's a very, very popular summon right now because he gives your party that attack bonus as long as your health is at a certain percentage, Bahamut doesn't have a prerequisite. And this is definitely going to be changing the summon meta for Dissidia Opera Omnia, especially because of how powerful Bahamut is. And his ability Mega Flare is going to be raising the damage of non-elemental brave damage by a certain amount depending on his level. And again, this is very powerful because let's say you're up against a very difficult boss that resists several elements. Because Bahamut's ability is non-elemental, it's going to be wonderful to use that for that boss. And not only that, but if you have characters that are using non-elemental brave damage abilities, for example, Terra would benefit greatly from this. Bahamut is going to be one of your go-to summons now. So it's going to be really, really important to get your Bahamut all the way up to level 20 when this event goes live. And we're going to be getting a new weapon summon banner, and again, this is going to be subject to change on Global, but the new weapon we're going to be getting is going to be the 15 CP Reeler's Edge for Vaughn. So this is going to give him a passive which increases his max brave and attack for 5 turns after he breaks an enemy. Now, should you pull on this banner? I'm gonna say if you have Vaughn built up right now, this is gonna be a very important banner for you to pull on. And the reason why is because right now Vaughn is one of the more powerful level 60 characters we have in Global, and that passive is honestly just amazing. And we know how easily Vaughn can break an enemy because if you have his crystal passives level 55 and 60, all you need to do is use that ability just once and he already gets that additional attack. So he has a very high chance to break an enemy. So in a sense, if you have this passive, he can constantly refresh that max brave and attack for 5 turns every time he breaks an enemy. So this makes him very, very powerful, and it further solidifies him as being one of the better damage dealers that we currently have right now in the global version of the game. And the Bahamut boss fight, when we actually fight Bahamut, so he has a chase HP value of 40 just like any other boss. He has no weaknesses or resistances, and the 3 things that you want to watch out for when you're facing Bahamut is when you fully deplete his health for the first time, he's actually going to recover his HP again to full. So essentially, you got to fight him again for a second round during the phase when you're fighting him. So he will revive his HP once you first deplete it the first time. And then you got to watch out for his signature ability, Mega Flare and Mega Flare Plus. The Plus version is a more powerful version, but essentially it's an AoE non-elemental magic Brave plus HP attack that does a lot of damage. So you want to be prepared for that. Make sure you have everybody's Brave topped off when you see him targeting all. And then he does have a buff called Dragon King's Providence, which increases his max brave, and it also increases his Brave based on his max Brave, and right after he does that, he uses Mega Flare Plus on his next turn. So that's going to be some of the more important details when you're fighting Bahamut. And I'm actually going to be showing you guys some gameplay footage from my JP account just to show you those abilities that he does, and that way you guys have a visual for the upcoming World of Illusions Trial Bahamut events. Let's go ahead and move forward to that gameplay. Alrighty guys, so here we are with my JP account on Dissidia Opera Omnia, showcasing the upcoming Bahamut World of Illusions Trial that we're going to be seeing in Global soon. For the character that I'm going to take with this, we're going to be taking Terra. The reason why I'm taking Terra is because she recently got a rework and a level 70 awakening in the JP version of the game, so she's already OP as it is in Global, and then she kind of fell off for a little bit, and then now in JP, she's back to her OP status, so I can't wait to show you guys what she can do now. We're going to take the Bahamut summon, and we're going to be taking Quistis as a support. And remember, this is a gameplay showcase, so this is by no means a strategy of how to defeat this event. It's just essentially just to get you guys hyped up for the upcoming Bahamut event. So this is her Meltdown now. So 3 multipliers. It is a Brave plus HP attack. It still has that defense down debuff, and what she does now is every time she uses any one of her abilities, she grants herself a particular amount of stacks of what's called Magatech, which is going to be a unique buff that is unique to Terra, and it's indicated by that little symbol that you see up at the top of her head. The stack can go all the way up to 9, and depending on how high the stack is, it changes the way that her abilities function. So let's go ahead and just use her HP plus and just finish off that boss right there. And then we're going to be seeing a Behemoth as boss number 2 for this EX. Let's go ahead and check out her Meltdown again. Okay, so now we're back at 4. So whenever you use the upgraded versions of her abilities, depending on how many stacks of Magatech you have, it does deplete a little bit of the stack, but you can always replenish it by using some of her other abilities. Alright, let's take a look at Meteor. We're going to look at her Meteor ability with 9 stacks here. So she does get a max Brave Overflow, which is pretty cool. Alright, so now here's Bahamut, and I will somewhat prolong this fight so you guys get to see what Bahamut can do. So remember, the one things to watch out for is that if you fully deplete his HP, he is going to replenish his HP back to full, and then you want to watch out for Mega Flare, and you especially want to watch out for Mega Flare Plus. And Mega Flare Plus is indicated when Bahamut, he essentially rises, he lifts himself up, and then he shields himself with his wings, and there it is. He's going to be using that Mega Flare Plus really, really soon, and that is an instant one-hit KO from where we're at right now. So we're going to bring in Quistis to try to delay him here. Alright, so that delay bought us some time there. Right. So we're safe a little bit. Now let's go ahead and take a look at her EX, which is Riot Blade. This is going to be an EX weapon that we're going to be getting soon in Global, and I will be doing a video on this weapon, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so there we go. He revived himself. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and rinse and repeat. Let's go ahead and hit him now with Meltdown. Nice. Here's Meteor. Oh, and one thing I did forget to mention in regards to Terra, I do have her other skins. So she does have a alternate costume now, which is going to be essentially it's the green-haired version of Terra. And I know some of you Terra fans prefer this look compared to her other one. I like it personally. But that is going to be the Bahamut fight. Again, watch out for that part where he actually replenishes his health. Watch out when he lifts himself up to prepare for Mega Flare Plus, and then just watch out for his base Mega Flare as well. And you should be okay going into this World of Illusions trial event for Global. Alright guys, well that is going to be it for the video on the Bahamut event. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Once again, I am 40 the Broadway saying stay tuned for the next video, and mahal everyone.